Well, hello and welcome. Well, this was a little bit of an unusual video. This is a chip and dip set, and I'm going to show you how I made it. First, I want to do a little explaining, and I'll try to keep it short. This video started out, and it's really only about this. I was just going to make a salad bowl because I ran across this piece of wood out back whenever I was, looking for a project, and it had been sort of screwed up. I'll explain it in the next clip. So, I tried to give it to a friend. He didn't want it. So I decided, well, no need to let it go to waste because it had already started screwing up a little bit. See the spalting there? So I said, well, I'll just make a video, make another bowl. Maybe it won't bore them too much. So anyway, I did the bowl. I finished it. And my wife's son-in-law was over here. And I showed it to him, and he said, well, he really liked the way the bottom was, and it'd make a real neat chip and dip bowl if you put a small bowl there. So I said, well, that's a great idea. So I went, out back and looking for, I wanted some more honey locust because, I wanted it to be a match set. But I couldn't find any small enough, and I really didn't want to cut up a great big one just to make a small bowl. So I was in here and I was looking around and I saw this one sitting over on top of the refrigerator. Now the story about this one, my grandson, he's off to college now. He made this bowl. He had a contract. He was making 6 bowls for this little lady. She wanted to give them away to her nieces and nephews and stuff. So he was going to make them before he went off to college. But he got a couple of them made and started, and she passed on. So right in the middle. So he said, well, I don't really see much point in continuing. So he just left him. He went off up to St. Louis to college. So whenever I was looking around, I spied this one on top of the refrigerator over there. It was in the raw. So it's ash. I think it's ash. So I went ahead and finished it. It's got epoxy in the bottom, so you could actually, if you wanted to, you could put, a dip in it. I mean, it's just coated all the way to the sides, and the outside's finished with sealer and poly and buffed. And I went ahead and put a little recess right here, and with the laser, and put his name in it. And there's a little black thing. Well, that's for this to sit here like that. So hang in there, and I'm going to show you how I made it. There's no making of this in it whatsoever. It's all about this. So enjoy it and hang in here to the end. This is honey locust out of my pile out there. And when I was sawing this off, I don't know if it was me or the saw or whatever it was, that real fancy, no good Harbor Freight sharpener I got my saw cutting all crooked. You can see right here, I mean, it really cut crooked right down through here. So I sort of threw it aside and used the other side. But I saw it out there a while ago, and I said, well, it'd be a real shame to let that beautiful piece of wood go to waste, just sit out here in the dirt. So I brought it in here and thought about it. What I decided to do is I'm going to take it back out there and get my smaller chainsaw and just cut this piece off. Then I'm going to bring it in here, and I'm either going to make a shallow bowl or a platter out of it. So that's where we're at. So when I bring it back, I'll be putting a faceplate on it. Okay, it looks like a different piece of wood now, doesn't it? So, I cut that off with the chainsaw. It'll still end up being, that's 4 inches, so I could probably still get a 3.5 inch deep bowl out of it, which I think that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably just go for another salad bowl, because this is such beautiful wood. If you could see that, you could see all the different grains right in there. So I'm going to put this on and slap it on the lathe, and we'll see what we got. So this piece of wood was stored outside just on the dirt with this end down. It's a little thicker, but it's not that much thicker. But this end had 38% moisture and this had 11. And it's basically pretty even. But look at there. See how much heavier that is? Now it may straighten up some, but symmetrically it's not that bad. It's maybe half inch thicker here, but it's also that. And I can only get about 400 and something out of it now. So I'm going to start off with my beaver. I've already peeled most of the old dead bark off. And let's see if we can't do something with this. It's a beautiful piece of wood. might mix me up a little bit of, what do I think, slurry. Put up in here. Because in bees work in the center, like I'm doing this because I want that center to be cut up. You need to be right dead center with your tool. I think I've done this before, wouldn't you? I think I'll do a little bit of recess tending this time. We'll start out here and work our way in. Near perfect. You know, when you clean out your dust collector, you know, that cloth sack on top, actually that's the filter. If you'll take that and take it off and turn it up real quick and use a brush, you can get this super, super fine stuff right here. And man, you're talking about something for fixing funky wood or whatever. I mean, it's just like dust. Well, I'm not doing it right. Can't seem to rub my belly and pat my head at the same time here today. The first thing you want to do is the parts you're going to fix, you want to take and put some sand and sealer in them. And the funky parts like right here and here. So we're going to put a little bit of that in there. There, and there. Now we're going to come in here. Some of this super fine stuff, and you're gonna rub it in like make like I call it a slurry, you know, like a paste or something like that. You rub it in. You got that? They can add a little bit more on top and leave it. Don't try brushing it or nothing, just leave it. Like that, see? We'll come around here to our next bad spot, which is about from here to here. So do the same thing. Here, all the way to there. Really want this to dry like this. We can go ahead and seal the rest of it now. Clean off a little bit. Okay, that's it. That's what we want to do. Well, we're ready to sand it. But something I meant to tell you is that anytime you do this and you use that slurry technique, you need to be done turning. You know, don't go back and turn again because you just have to do it over again. So I'm going to start off with, I'll hit these places with this 80 grit on this palm sander first, and then I'll do the whole thing. And I'm probably, well, not probably, I will put another coat of, or 2 or 3 coats of sealer on it. Well, let me turn on the dust collector. That's some tool marks right here, but I'm going to, when I cut this out, I'm going to be sanding all this again anyway. I might as well get them out with the head. This is some 120. Put some more sealer on it. I buy this sanding sealer by the gallon. This is, I think since I've started using this is my 3rd gallon. About 50 bucks a gallon on Amazon. But a quart's about 18, so go figure, a lot cheaper. There you go. I'll let that dry. And we'll come back and we'll do it again. All right, I got her finished shining her up. I didn't use any Axe paste or wax because I found that if I have to come back and put more sealer on it, you know, like I accidentally skin it or whatever, well then it makes it a little more difficult with wax under it. So I've got my Forester bit on here, and I've got my little red mark, so that's how deep I'm going to dig. Dig it, drill it, and that will be 2 inches. It looks like I'm at 320. This seems about right. Like I always say, make sure that you hold on to the Jacob's chuck right here, especially when you pull it out now. All right, that's it. 2 inches even money. And somebody asked me how come I switched to this other beaver last time, and the reason is it's got a little shorter handle and it's a little lighter. Didn't have to, it was just a preference. hot. That's for sure. This honey locust is a really dense, hard wood. It doesn't soak up anything very good. I guess that can be good or bad, just depending on what you want to do. I'll give that a few minutes to dry and it'll come back and we'll do it again. All right, I had to change batteries. I don't know why. I've only been using it 3 days. That's one thing I like about this. This is a JVC camera. It doesn't have a mic input. I don't like that, but it's an older camera. But I got big batteries and I got a 60 gig card in it, so I usually don't have to mess with it for the duration of a project. We're ready to go with some paste now. So let's get it out and see what happens. Well, Axe Woodworking must give a lot of paste away because every turner I see that's got any number of subscribers at all is using it. Me too. I likes it. Made in the USA. So I'm going to put it on and put it on fairly heavy. The thing about putting it on heavy is it takes a little longer to get it off. Let me tell you, I had another comment here about using paste. And the comment was you're supposed to whirl it fast, or turn it fast. Nobody uses whirl it but me. And just like fine sandpaper. Well, my comment back to him was, you got to start slow so you can get it in there good and work it in real good and do some sanding, and then when you whirl it fast, basically that does some more sanding and that melts the beeswax and gives it that beautiful shine. So that's what that's all about. All right, I did the sanding paste and boy, it turned out good. Now I'm putting the wax on it. We'll whirl it up here. See how well this looks right now. Just making sure I get it everywhere. All right, I got an old sock here. So, whatever you do, make sure you hold it right. Make sure you hold it to where, it can't possibly grab your hand. It's a good idea to stay away from your chuck with it. Alright, let's take a gander. Ooh, Bitsy. Well, that is outstanding, my friends. What do you think, Zachary?
Yeah, that's really pretty. I like the shine.
You do? Alright. Well, that's that. We'll take it off, flip around, get rid of that tin. Well, my intention originally was just to round these corners and leave that there, but I think it'll probably look better if I just smooth it, so that's what we're going to do. I think that'll fit in there. It doesn't, no, I have to use a burner. Yeah, look at there. Big old wasp laying on top of it. Just barely fit. I'll get rid of him. And I've got, I mean, if it had been another 1/4 inch, it wouldn't fit. So I've got it ready to go on the computer. The next thing to do is line it up. Remember that little dot I made? Huh. I'll tell you what. And we're ready. Takes a little while. All right, put a little sealer on it now. Let that dry and we'll come back and do it about one more time, and then a little steel wool and Scotch pad and Axe paste, and we'll color this puppy done. And I got the bottom pretty well sealed, so now I'm going to see if I can buff it out a little bit. That spalting sure is beautiful. You know, you can only get so shiny. Well, here you are, guys. One more down. I really didn't intend to turn, like 2 salad bowls in a row. I'm going to pass by that out there. Can you see me in there? Nope. Get you elevated here just a hair. Me shortened. There you go. So anyway, I just passed by out there and saw that beautiful piece of honey locust. I couldn't stand it. Just couldn't stand to see a good, pretty beautiful piece of wood go to waste. It was already starting to spot, as you can see, which is really nice, but the next step is not good. Golly, I don't know if I get any shinier than that, guys. I think we're going to call this puppy done. Flawless. I'm going to learn how to do this one of these days. Anyway, there you are. It's 12 inches by about 3 inches deep. Not that much. Let's check. Inside is, all right, 2 on the inside and 2.5 on the outside. Bottom's pretty thin. Got a sort of unique shape inside. I like it. Hey, tell everybody you know. If they want to see some pretty wood, come and watch me. Subscribe, call your friends, all that kind of good stuff. Call your mama. Catch you later.